The Battle of Mississippi, the Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some aren't thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty-toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Mississippi State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew when Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking, yes, and the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy. But last year, hotty-toddy put the smack down.
Yeah, it was hotty-toddy that was able to just handle the emotion in that game right from jump. I mean, offensively, they jumped all over the Bulldogs early. That's going to be a big key for them again, I think, this time around.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To throw, it's Quinn. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Rebels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Makes the grab on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
With the catch, it's Taylor. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Off the RPO, complete. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They just keep firing. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. To the air, it's Newton. Makes the catch. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give to the tailback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And it feels feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives them some breathing room. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Crawford. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
They get to him as he throws.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Newton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Takes one-man miss. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
It's complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. To throw it to, it'll be second down. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is, it's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
The offense set for a first down play. To the air, it's Newton. Got it behind the line. It's Watkins. Oh, what a move to get room. He'll work his way down to the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He wants to throw it again. Fires left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Reddick. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wideouts either side. The RPO, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. His defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team. Offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. At the 45, on its way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Bray. Jukes his way for more. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The short hands, it's Kendricks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
He's got him. On the move at the 30. He's loose. He's out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field. He just did it. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Working that left side now.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Quinn. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Sings it complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Watkins. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot. There he goes. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Rebels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick catch on third down. Quick step and go. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Rebels! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. The Hottie-Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Quinn. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Looking to pass. It's Quinn. Unleashes quickly on the slant. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Tight end now in motion. The run from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's squarely...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Snagged out of the air. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And they did not secure the football. It bounces out of bounds. It is a touchback and a turnover. Out of the gun, the running back has it. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Pressure coming. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he got loose. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reddick. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Quinn. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels are on the move. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Back to throw, it's Quinn. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Reddick. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Now on the return. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They want that clock to run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead.
Turning it on. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Rebels want to move quickly. Powers forward. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off-play action on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Reddick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Quinn. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Leaves it with the back. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and then the second one, you know, usually he takes me in the game.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Let's go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He might want another play. To the air, it's Newton. Looking for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. it.